After 14 years, a remarkable point in the history of Rafiki International School has been reached. The first high school graduation. Who are these graduates? How was their journey through high school? How do they feel now? What are their plans?
I would describe Rafiki in 2 words. It's the most secure place one could ever be in, and it's the place where one gets to learn a lot of things. Because in Rafiki, you're not only taught what is in the curriculum, you also get some skills which we can apply in real life, and we get to study how to reason well, so that you can make good decisions in life, even when you get in your job after your education. And Vicky, this is the best place because it has a good curriculum. It has the best teachers who are experienced. Some of them who are already doing PhD. So it's a pleasure to have a teacher who is such experienced in what he's teaching. And it has a good environment for studies and group studies, even the classrooms. It's a good place which facilitates the learners. And I describe Rafiki as a place where I grew spiritually, physically, and mentally.
What I have to say about my school journey is that it was a journey worth making. It was a journey that I will always look back to and be like, my favorite moments, my epic times were always with my classmates, my teachers, and my goal was to make my teachers proud, to make Tr Vicky proud, my mama proud, and I can say I tried. I did my best. During my school journey, I learned several traits that I would actually like to give to my younger sisters and brothers. I would tell them that working hard is a very, very good trait to have. Being responsible is awesome. It's just such an admirable trait that I would always tell my friends, everybody, that if you want to be at a great level, if you want to be like at a level where you're like proud of yourself and people like learn from you, being responsible is such a beautiful trait to have. I also learned to like make my goals, set my goals, and do my best to achieve them. I'd be like, this term I want to get a 3.6, and trust me, it works. And when it doesn't work, you're like, this time I didn't do it, but I'm pretty sure that next time, like say I got a 3.5, I know where I like did not do my best. Next time you're gonna do it. During my school journey, I also learned to like appreciate every small effort, being encouraging to your fellow classmates, being there for them, loving them, showing them that you're like happy for them when they have any small success is something you should do for your friends. So all in all, I can say my school journey was such a journey that I can say I would want to repeat it, but we gotta like move on and like start another journey. I will miss my classmates. I love them all, and I'm so happy to call them family and friends.
I think the part that I liked the most about my high school journey is the part when I got to meet new friends. I met different people that have different ways of thinking. So yeah, then I got to know new things that I didn't know. Yeah, I learned many things that I didn't know. And another thing that I liked is that I got to learn also the Word of God. I learned, especially at the beginning of high school, when we were learning theology. I got to learn many interesting things that I didn't know about God, about Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And it helped me grow spiritually, which was very, very good.
skills and the knowledge that I gained in Rafiki will help me in the next chapter of my life. Because in Rafiki, I wasn't only taught about academic knowledge. I was taught also public speaking, I was taught drama, and those are good skills one could have. And I was taught also art, which I'll be using in doing digital art, which is what I want to be pursuing meanwhile before going to college. And the foundation I got in Rafiki helped me to start something that will help society. People Promise Ministries, a group that shares the gospel with the people using social media platforms.
A piece of advice that someone gave me that will help me in the next chapter of my life, it was from a good friend of mine, it was from Rafiki. They once told me a very simple sentence. They once told me, don't slack off. At that time, that sentence meant a lot because I was slacking off. I wasn't giving my very best and I was wondering why everything is not going great. But that sentence, they told me, it was like a wake-up call. Because all of a sudden now I was like, wow, all this time, all I had to do was just give my full strength for this certain task. It made me like wake up, like know that I have to give my best. I have to just keep pushing harder. I have to explore my full potential. So yeah, I think that advice will keep helping me on and on and on in my life. It's just helped me realize that in every task you do, you have to give your full strength. And that's what God wills for us. He wills for us to explore all the potential He's given us. He wishes for us to like live to our very best, like live for God and just keep working hard and remember to trust Him.
The people I would think who helped me throughout my high school journey is basically everyone in Rafiki. I mean, everybody was a part of my growth, my journey throughout this education process. I think I would just start down there at the gate, the guards. Every day we'll just walk in the gate and the guard would just smile at you and crack a joke and would just help you start the day out with a smile. And I thought that was very neat. And also I would think that the little kids from younger classes, primary and pre-primary, they also did a lot. I remember like every time we were like going to lunch, the small kids were out there playing and they would just run down and give us hugs. I mean, like sometimes we're just out of a test, we're coming from a hard test and everything was just stressful, but the kids would just run down and give us hugs and we'll just feel another emotion come down, love, joy, and we'll just rest again in our hearts. And I'd also thank them, the little kids, the hugs, the smiling. It was just awesome to see them showing us love. In the midst of hard tests, in the midst of hard studying, the kids were just lovely, and it would just remind us that this is just temporary. The next day we'll also be smiling like them. And another group of people that I would like to thank is my colleagues. My colleagues did a lot to help me throughout my high school journey, from studying my study group. My colleagues would help me study. They would help me study for that test, the history test, the geography test, and it would just be great to be with them and talk to them and communicate with them. Like I would communicate them with my problems, my everything. I would just share with them, and it would be there for me. It would be there to hold my back, and they are great people. in my life, and I'd be remiss if I did not thank them. Um, so that's my colleagues. I just thank them a lot. I thank them again, and wherever now, shout out to you guys. You did a lot to me, and I'm grateful for you guys. I thank God that He placed you guys in my life, and I'd also be remiss if I did not thank my educators, the group of teachers who helped me throughout this education journey. I think my teachers, I remember Tr Vicky, Tr Placide, Tr Hamida, Tr Rosine, Tr Faith, and so many other teachers whom I didn't mention, but they did a lot to me, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for what they did. They were counselors. They disciplined me. They showed me the best possible ways to do things, and when I listened to them, it turned out really great, and I really thank them. And I thank also the teachers for those teachers who entered into my personal life and just took care of me in so many ways. I really thank them. I thank them, and I thank the whole Rafiki. I thank the classmates. I think previous younger classes in year 5. My friends from there. I thank them. I thank my teammates, the people whom we play basketball together, the people whom we play football, volleyball, and I thank them for the great journey that they helped me have. And I just thank everyone here in Rafiki. It is a great place to be, and I am glad I was just part of this great community. Yes, and I thank everyone. I thank everyone.
A virtue which I learned from Rafiki, and which in the classical education realm is emphasized on a lot, is the passion for learning. The passion for learning is not just applied in schools in a classroom where you have a teacher coming to you and sharing his or her knowledge to you, and you be the student, the receiving end of that knowledge. Whereas the passion for learning is the want to learn more and the want to know more and to gain knowledge. And that is not only applicable in a classroom setting, even in the outside world where things are constantly changing. In that place is where the passion for learning is used the most, because it's where you need to start adapting and to learn more about the situation you're in. And in that way, you can be a good scholar, a good leader, and a good person in whatever realm you may be in, because you have that passion for learning in whatever it is. So from Rafiki, I learned that studying and learning is not a chore. It's actually a gift, and it's an opportunity for us to learn and discover more, and to engage in further research in whatever field and strengthen ourselves in whatever field we may want to go into.